Eating 1,700 calories a day. Now give me the next 5 minutes because I want to share with you why dropping your calories too low and following these plans that are say 1,000 or 1,200 calories a day are actually sabotaging your weight loss success. And I've actually even put together a weight loss calorie calculator for you to really simplify this process so you can figure out in just a quick minute how many calories you should be eating a day in order to lose weight. So to grab that, just type calorie in the comments down below and I'll get that over to you in Messenger. And hey, if we haven't met before, my name is Becky Fox. I'm a fitness and nutrition coach that's helped thousands of women over the last 19 years drop the weight, guess what, without having to go on low-calorie diets that leave them starving. All right, so let's dive in because I know where you've heard this before, right? The doctors, the personal trainers, whoever, the magazines are saying, just eat less, just drop those calories, and that's all you need to do to lose weight. And while yes, this can work to a certain point, the problem is that a lot of women take it too far, right? They're slashing their calories almost in half of what they need. And there's a couple things that can happen when we do this, and this is why a lot of people will see the results stall. Like I said, it might work for a little bit of time, for a little while, but there's so many women out there, and maybe you watching this video, if so, let me know in a comment below, where your weight loss just kind of comes to a screeching halt. And then what do? We're like, okay, we'll slash the calories more, right? Let's go from 1,200 to 1,000. And so we do the 1,000-calorie diet, and we're like, why is nothing happening? Oh my gosh, in fact, I'm actually starting to gain weight now. This is insane. So there's two big things that are going on here. So the first thing is that yes, we need to be in a calorie deficit. That's not what I'm saying at all. We need to cut our calories, but the problem is going too much, right? More isn't always better. It's cutting the gap too big. And that does a couple things. One, it puts a lot of stress and strain on our body. Our body thinks it's starving. It's like, holy crap, what's going on here? I'm not getting the food that I need. And so a couple things will happen. Our body will adapt to that, which will mean our metabolism will slow down to match that. And one of the biggest things that I see is we'll actually, instead of burning off fat, start burning off muscle. So even if you notice that the scale is still moving, it might not actually be fat loss, which could be a huge problem when you go off that diet and you actually gain more weight back. This is why a lot of women will lose 20 pounds, but guess what? Now they gain 30 pounds because we've slowed down that metabolism. So we want to be in just enough calorie deficit to get the results, but without putting fuel on the fire of slowing down that metabolism, right? Because it's probably a concern you already have, being in your 40s or 50s trying to lose weight. Okay, the second thing is because we're not getting what we need, so we're in this kind of starvation mode, this stress mode, our body's like, hey, let's do what we can to try to get this girl to eat some more food, right? Because our hormones, our metabolism is not getting what it needs to survive. So now all of a sudden your cravings go up, your hunger goes up, your energy kind of tanks and down in the toilet, right? These are all signs of your body saying, hey, give me more food. And it's trying to get you to eat more. And what this does is becomes a losing battle. So this is the reason why you are really great all day long. And then all of a sudden at night, you're just like shoving food in your face, right? You're like, oh my God, I was so good eating low calories during the day, and then you just can't stop at night. Or maybe you find yourself doing really great Monday through Friday, but dang, Saturday comes and you're like, holy crap, I'm gonna eat everything in sight, right? Because those cravings are ramped, because that hunger is ramped up, and the more we restrict, the more those things are gonna just fire off, and it's gonna make it even more difficult to stay on track. So this is also why a lot of women will not only not get results on those low calorie diets, but they really, really struggle to stick to them for any length of time. Okay, because it's our body's way of trying to get us to say, hey, we need some nutrition, we need some calories, we need some of that good stuff so that our fat burning hormones can kick in, so that our metabolism can be on fire and do its thing to help you burn fat. Okay, so it's really important when we're trying to drop the weight, yes, we need to be in a calorie deficit, but we want just enough to get the result, just enough that our metabolism can still rock its thing, be on fire, that we can lose fat and feel good in the process, right? So that we're not starving all the time, that we're not craving everything in sight, stuff that maybe we weren't even craving before, right? Because these are signs that what we're doing is not working. Okay, and that low calorie diet is too much. So like I mentioned before, Just like Karen, you can actually, so she was one of those people that was eating really, really low calories. So she was eating about 1,300 calories a day. We bumped her up to 1,700, and now she's losing the weight. She's lost that 5 pounds, and she's still going strong. So if you want to know how many calories you should be eating a day to lose the weight, then drop Calorie down below, and I'll get that sent right over to you.